teams come back upfield. A little over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Natick taking advantage of the fumble on Brookline's opening series, leads 7-0.
Brookline's hanging their head a little bit here, Alan. They can't take that like that. They have to come right back up and get the ball in the kickoff and go down and do it themselves. Their head is hanging. They fumbled and Natick went into the score, but they made an excellent defensive goal line stand with Galani. Second effort going in. They better pick it up. They don't look like they're too pumped up right now, but they better get going.
What happens is, like you said, they're just not used to that happening. Watch the replay on the touchdown again. You'll see what I mentioned before. Galani stopped right there, but then as he's able to keep going, the whistle did not blow, so he kept playing and was able to dive into the end zone. Oftentimes you'll see when a player has a progress stop like that, the whistle may blow, but Galani was able to slide off to the left and get in for the score. 7-0 Natick leads. First quarter action. Brookline set up to receive again. Another squib kick. Perrant again, picks it up this time. Greg Perrant is up to the 40-yard line. Excellent start for the Brookline offense as Greg Perrant in the first wave of blockers on the opening kickoff was able to just cover the ball at the 30. This time he's able to not keep his knee from going down.
That's right.
Scoop it up and gain an extra 10 yards.
Jason Pennick, number 55, has returned from the injured list for Brookline. And Robert O'Leary, who was out all week with the flu, has joined the sideline crew.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Brookline. Ball's at the 40-yard line. This is going to be Bigby trying the left side. Gets a block. Kenan cuts back in. Gets about 4 yards on the carry.
Excellent block by Len Davis that allowed him to pick that up. Len took the man, knocked him right to the ground, and allowed that good gain by Kenan Bigby. You'll see the block by number 63, Len Davis. There's the pitch. Here comes the block. There's Davis just ahead of you, clearing the way.
Also, Pinnock was out there too. Jason Pinnock. Okay, give him a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6.
It's important for Brookline to get points on the board, Alan, on this drive.
There's going to be Bigby trying the left side. Gets away from one tackle. He's going to be hitting the backfield and forced out of bounds. That'll be a loss in the play of about 4 yards. Good pursuit that time by the linebacking crew for Natick. The 55 got there first. That's Chris Hubbard, one of the senior co-captains.
Well, one of the Natick
help from the cornerback also.
One of the Natick players slowed him up originally, trying to get a hand on him. The runner got away from him, but then the rest of the linebacking crew caught up with him.
Talking to Natick's coaching staff before the game, they all believe they had to stop Brookline's running if they have a chance to win this game. So far, Natick's jumped out ahead, 7-0. Brookline facing a 3rd down and 9. Ball's at their own 41-yard line. Motion against Bigby. First pass of the game. Nelson going long. Fenton is knocked away at the last second. Good defensive play that time by Mike Adams.
Ball was underthrown, Alan.
Nelson was hit right after the pass. Getting up a little slow, but he's okay. Watch the replay again, like you mentioned, Jerry. Going downfield. There's Nelson rolling out, looking for Fenton, who actually had the defender beat, but pass came up a little short, and Adams got a hand up there to knock it away. So 4th down, first punt of the game. Going back is Chris Kiripakin. To receive will be Cleach in single safety for Natick. Chris Kiripakin,
nice
good kick.
Into the wind. Nice kick by Chris. Into the wind. Fair catch.
Fair catch down at the 19-yard line. That's where Natick will take over. That's right. Well, the wind changes direction sometime, but that time he was kicking into the wind.
Nice kick by Chris Kiripakin.
Got a good spiral out there, so Natick takes over again, leading 7-0 at their own 19-yard line.
Number 24, Andrew Gamir, was right down there in case Cleach decided to take that ball.
Redmond from Natick. Galani staying with that full house backfield. Backs rolling out Galani, being chased by Fenton, turns the corner, hit by Fenton and Gonzalez. A gain of close to 10 yards though by Galani, using the wide side of that field very well. A lot of room out there.
I think he did pick up a 1st down. Very, very close to it.
First time we've seen Phil Galani really run other than the touchdown 1 yard. Steve Galani, I'm sorry. He's a senior quarterback, 5'8", 155.
They did pick up the first down, Alan.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 for Natick. Man in motion in the backfield again.
Mark Mortarelli.
Handoff. It's going to be Becker. 3 tough yards that time for Becker as he's hit by Shawnee King. First to get to him was John Fremont Smith.
Held him up at the line, but he was able to get his feet free and move for a few more yards. Now the wind is howling.
Okay, 4 yards on that play. 2nd down and 6. With a day like this, you really want to get that first score because then the pressure is off of you to have to throw the ball. Second and 6, Galani, handoff, second man through, it's going to be Cleach. Still running out to the sideline, Gonzalez up there with Andrew Gamir.
I think I lost a yard on that, Alan.
Yeah, he actually got to the line of scrimmage, then tried to bounce back outside and was hit behind. So let's watch the replay
Forward
again.
progress gives them a yard, I guess.
Just like Jerry said, you'll see Cleach get the ball here. Has some yardage there, but then bounces back out. And it's thrown back by a host of Brookline defenders.
Big play for Brookline to hold them here, Alan.
Okay, 3rd and 5. Back to pass Galani. Has some room to the sideline here. Fakes the pass. Jeremy Ross comes up. He'll be very close to the first down. Let's see where he's marked out of bounds.
You're very close.
We also have a flag on the play.
Personal foul, Brookline.
Personal foul. This is Galani. They watch him come to the sideline, get hit, and there's a personal foul, late hit, as Galani was already down, one of the Brookline defenders. Piled on. There'll be a penalty which will give Natick first down.
Referee Jim Servo has issued a sideline warning #1 to the
Brookline sideline.
team.
So that penalty is going to take the ball down to the Brookline 40-yard line, where Natick is set up for the 1st and 10. They lead 7-0. We're winding down, 2:15 to go the first quarter. Pitch, Cleach comes up, hits the sideline, and is knocked out by...
There's a flag on the play again.
Knocked out of bounds by...
Holding against Natick. They'll take a little bit of that back.
That'll help because that flag came in so late. It was well after Cleach was gone. Let's see if they mark it off. And that was a 1st and 10 play from the Brookline 40.
I thought they were going to get Brookline again for hitting out of bounds, Alan. It was very, very close, but the play was called a Natick holding.
Watch the replay again. I'm not sure if we can see the holding. As Cleach, from the 89, takes this pitch, tries the sideline, gets hemmed in, knocked out of bounds. The holding was far back toward the line of scrimmage.
The runner had well past the point.
Okay, let's mark off that 10 yards back to the Brookline 45-yard line. The hold took place at the 35, so the 10-yard mark off sets Natick back to the 45, 1st and 15. Okay, Cleach is now a wide receiver to the right being... This is going to be Becker again. Good room up the middle. Gets a quick 6 yards.
Picked up half of it, Alan.
Jason Becker, big senior fullback, 6 feet, 200 pounds. You watch Becker again. Gets the handoff, has a little bit of room there. Okay, 2nd down and 9, 6-yard gain for Becker. Again, 2 runners in the backfield, Cleach in motion. There comes a blitz for Brookline as Galani looks downfield. Andrew Gamir is there, and it's knocked away by Gamir. Going up for the interception, Gamir had a good chance for it.
Well, Gamir was in front of the receiver, and Chris Kuropatkin behind the receiver. They both had a chance for it, but the Natick receiver got his hand in there to knock it away.
Cleach was able to knock it away. Good plays. You'll see a Brookline blitz. Galani does a good job to get away from the blitz. Rolls out to his right, puts it in the air, and there's Gamir on defense, knocking the ball away. Like you said, Jerry, looking at it on the replay, it looked like Gamir had a good chance to catch the ball.
Yep.
And
Natick played his hand in there.
Yeah, Cleese played a little defense. And where's the beef? An average of 6'2", 206 for the Redmond defensive line. I'm sorry, offensive line. Okay, back goes Galani again, rolling right. He's going to run this time. Has a little bit of room. That's going to be Greg Perrant knocking him down after a gain of about 4, which will force a 4th down and 6.
We don't know what Coach Lamb's plans are here. Well, not seeing them before, Alan, we don't know whether they'll go for the 6 yards here or...
It actually may be... It appears they're going to go for it because a punt is not going to...
No.
A punt very well may go through the end zone and come back to 20 anyway. You're on the Brookline 36-yard line, so 4th and 6. The Redmen offense is out. They lead 7-0 already. Handoff, Becker trying the left side, hit, and he's going to be hit. See where he's marked down. He had to get to the 30-yard line for a 1st down, and depending on the spot, he may be short.
Going to be very, very close.
Watch the replay. Becker, good second effort here, as he was hit well short of the 1st down.
Didn't make it, no measurement.
And now he's knocked down. As his progress was marked at the 31-yard line, he had to get to the 30, so Brookline's defense takes over.
If I was Tom Land, I'd call to have those chains brought out, Alan. Tell you, I'd have those chains brought out.
That was very close. John Fremont Smith, good job that time up front. Brookline's offense back in the field. 1:11 to go, 1st quarter. Brookline trails 7-0. A 1-yard touchdown run by Stephen Galani for Natick. Stephen Nelson has the Brookline offense. Handoff, Shawnee King, nothing there, maybe a yard, as King gets hit by linebacker Mike Adams. Also, some help from Jason Becker. Becker, of course, the hard-running fullback, also plays linebacker. Watch that play again, as King trying that right tackle spot just had no room at all. Adams and Becker closed down on him. No gain of maybe a half a yard. Call 2nd down and a long 9. Nelson. This is going to be handoff again to Shawnee King. Driving up the middle, gain of about 4.
Big 3rd down play coming up here.
Okay, and we're going to see Natick take a timeout because the Natick team wants Brookline to have to face the wind on the 3rd down play. We're under a minute to go in the 1st quarter. So good strategy by Coach Lamb of Natick, making Brookline face this 3rd down and 5 against the wind.
Tom Lamb's a very experienced coach, Alan. He's been around a long time and has been very, very successful with the Natick Redmen. They've been in the Super Bowl. Last year they defeated Walpole in the Super Bowl.
Okay, we have Fred Denon with his offensive huddle. There's the Natick.
A couple of years ago they defeated Walpole in the Super Bowl.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Walpole won last year. Right.
Was
Third and 5.
Brookline coaching staff, head coach Fred Denon, assistants Jim Rourke and Peter Mead, Ron Flynn with the freshman, Ralph Calitri, and Walter Norton Jr.
Gives you a clock 22 seconds to go before the end of the 1st quarter. Ball's at their own 35-yard line. Nelson has Ross and Bigby, along with King in the backfield. Natick showing a blitz. Here comes Ross in motion.
Offside, no.
Look close, but there's no flag.
He got back. No flag thrown.
Another timeout is going to be called by Natick, as they want Brookline to punt into the wind.
Natick has stymied the Brookline running game so far, Alan.
Watch the replay. You'll see the linebacker come up past the line of scrimmage but didn't get back. You see he gets back on the right side there before they snap the ball, and on the blitz, they're able to sack Stephen Nelson for a loss of about 5 yards, making it a 4th down and 5. And with the timeout, Chris Kiripakin again will face that wind as he tries to get off a good punt.
Chris was successful the last punt, got a nice one off into the Win, see what he can do here.
Okay, Cleese, Bob Cleese goes back for Natick to receive. We're down to, looks like 12 seconds. Brookline sideline, who have already been issued one sideline warning.
That's a first.
Highly spirited game today as there's a lot at stake. Both these teams are in the carry division of the Bay State League. They both have identical records of 6 wins and 2 losses overall. But in the division, Brookline is 3-0 while Natick is 3-1. So Brookline, with a win today, could clinch the division title. Meanwhile, Natick, who also wants the title, has to win today and then hope Brookline loses on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, Brookline's playing Newton North Thanksgiving Day, and you can never tell what happens in these traditional rivalry, but right now Brookline has to be a heavy favorite over Thanksgiving rival Newton, which will be shown here on Cablevision.
Okay, it's a end-over-end kick, and it hits one of the Natick players.
Brookline might have recovered. I think Brookline might have got the ball. Number 68. Charles Smith comes up with that ball for Brookline, I think. Smith jumping around. I don't know who got it. Looked like he might have. Number 24, Andrew Gamir at the bottom of the pile.
Okay, Brookline has the football as it was a mistake by...
Another foul called against Brookline.
A dead ball foul on Brookline. Watch the replay. You'll see a blocker for Natick. Does not know where the ball is. This is going to hit right there. Hits off his leg, number 77. And then Brookline is able to recover. Joe Indrisano was going back to try to block for Bob Cleese.
Now we have 1st and 25. As Brookline was called for another...
There's the...
A bench minor? I don't know what you call it.
From bonus. Okay, Brookline has a 1st and 25, but the important thing, they have the ball as the first quarter is winding down with just 2 seconds to go.
2 seconds left in the first quarter. We don't know what the penalty was. We just saw a referee.
It was a dead ball personal foul on Brookline.
45 on the kicking team.
In the scramble, Andrew Gamay was able to get to the bottom of that pile. As Cleese was wanted to let the ball go because he couldn't field it with that crazy bounce, but his teammate who was trying to get back to help blocking lost track of where the ball was, had hit off his leg, and Brookline recovered. 1st and 25 for Brookline. Last play of the first quarter. Handoff. Inside, Jeremy Ross. Nice spin by Ross, giving him quick 4 yards, and that should end the first period of play.
Number 38, Chris Robinson there on that play to grab him by the ankles as he went by.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter here at Parsons Field in Brookline. Is this Bay State matchup between the Natick Redmen and the Brookline High School Indians. There's your score. Natick 7, Brookline nothing. Alan Platt and Jerry Walsh will come back with second quarter action as Brookline has the ball after this short break. His shot inside, no good. Rebound, DeCosta again. Slips off, that's no good. Langston Costa comes down with the rebound. Up front to Coitig. Stops for a jump shot. Victor's shot is good. 2-point lead for Brookline, 39-37, as Victor Coitig has scored the last 6 points for Brookline. Okay, back here at Parsons Field in Brookline, 7-0. The Redmen from Natick lead Brookline. Brookline just got a break on a punt as they recovered a fumble, or a miff. Brookline has a second down and about 22. Back to pass is Nelson. Looks deep downfield. Out there is Jeremy Ross, slightly overthrown, incomplete. Jeremy Ross, as we
flag
know,
on the play.
Ross with some of the best speed on the Brookline team. And we have a personal foul this time. Is going to be on Natick. Watch the replay. You'll see Jeremy Ross, the intended receiver, as Nelson really aired this one out. Brookline now is driving with the wind, so Ross couldn't quite pull that one in.
First quarter stats. Natick 64 yards rushing to Brookline's 18-0-0 for rushing both. Total yardage 18, Brookline 64, Natick, and Natick had 3 first downs in that first quarter.
Okay, personal foul against Natick will help Brookline with a quick 15 yards.
So it picked up the 15 they had in the punt return.
Okay, so it should be 2nd down and 10. Second and 10 for Brookline. The ball is now in Natick territory at the Natick 43-yard line.
Kenan Bigby, the lone setback, Alan.
This is going to be Shani King.
Shani King.
Quick 9 yards.
That was Shani King, the lone setback. I was dyslexic. I had the 2 and the 3 mixed up.
All right, that was a first down play. Let's watch the replay. Shani King, his first real running room today, as he gets into that hole quick. And
Alan, Brookline has to continue that, opening up the holes at the line so Shani and Kenan can do their thing. We know how potent they are when they can run.
8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2. As on the personal foul, Brookline got a first down. Fumble by Nelson. Let's see where the pileup is. It looks like Natick's recovered as the fumble snap between Stanley Jordan and Stephen Nelson.
Bad time. Haven't done it all year. They've done it twice in the early stages of this game. First time it cost them 7 points, Alan.
And Jason Becker, who's been everywhere on offense and defense for Natick, number 35, recovered that fumble.
Brookline was on the move. Nice long run by Shani King, and then a fumble. Turns the ball right back over to Natick.
Ball's now at the Natick 34-yard line. Natick Redmond, 1st and 10. Stephen Galani, quarterback, back to pass, rolling to his right, being chased by Kenan Bigby, who knocks him down for a loss of 2 yards. Bigby.
Good play by Kenan Bigby, Alan. The whole team stretched towards the near sideline, and they couldn't turn it upfield, and Kenan stayed there because the linebackers took off and kept their positions.
Watch Galani again with his roll to the right. He's gotten some good yardage early in the first quarter. This one, here comes Bigby. Closing fast, knocking him down for a loss of about 2 yards. 2nd down and 12. We've seen Galani roll out that way, and for the most part, he wants to run. He's only thrown 1 pass when he's rolled out.
Flag on the play.
As we have a fullback this time, trying to get inside this Paul Fortini.
Flag on the play.
A little motion on the Natick front line before that play. Let's see if that's what they're called.
I think we might refuse this call, Alan, don't you think?
A procedure call on Natick. They'll back him up 5 yards.
What about keeping the down, Alan?
There's a motion. The running back who actually got the ball went off a little early.
They didn't gain anything. If they don't accept this, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I think Brookline's.
If they don't accept this, it's 3rd.
Figure it out right now. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I think they're going to refuse this. Good.
Okay, legal formation on the offense. They'll be refused by Brookline, make it 3rd and 12.
Why give them another chance at it? Take the down when they're on the loss, right?
Yeah. That was the right play to make. Ball still at the 34-yard line.
Good crowd here today, Alan.
Oh, great crowd.
Beautiful, brisk fall morning.
3rd and 12 for Natick. I formation for the first time today. Here's the pitch. Handoff to Cleese. He'll be hemmed in and trying to get to the sideline. Shani King wraps him up for a yard loss.
All right, here's the Brookline defense we've seen all year, a swarming defense. They stretch it out. They make the running backs turn it wide, attempt to turn it wide, and they catch them in the backfield for another loss.
Okay, Len Davis, the defensive end that time, made Cleese go much wider than he wanted to go. Watch the replay. You'll see a handoff, double reverse here. Here's a pitch, now a handoff to Cleese. Here's Davis, forcing him a little wide. And King comes in for the tackle.
Steve Gonzalez also in there.
Looking for the punt. Andrew Gamea calls a fair catch, and Andrew pulls it in at the 36-yard line where Brookline will take over.
All right, the defense has given them the ball in pretty good field position, Alan. Brookline has the wind with them, so...
One of the key things, Joe, you mentioned the fact that after that first Natick touchdown, Brookline was sort of hanging their heads, but on defense, it appears they've been able to turn things around and really pick up the team, as the fumble snap between Nelson and Jordan, which gave Natick the ball back, 3 downs and out. So Brookline is right back on offense with the ball at their own 37-yard line.
Well, most of these kids are playing both ways, so maybe the defense switching to offense can help Steve Nelson and inspire him and the team.
1st and 10 for Brookline. Still trailing 7-0, second quarter action. This is Shawnee King trying to maneuver inside. Couple yards for King over the 40.
Looks like he started to go outside, Alan, a little bit, and then he turned it back toward the middle and was met by
the Natick defense, the linebackers especially, are playing close to the line of scrimmage, and they're not giving Brookline running backs any kind of gaps to try to get through. 2-yard gain that time for King. Watch it again. You see what I'm saying? The linebackers are very close to the line of scrimmage for Natick. Here comes King, but nowhere to go. Right there, tries, like you said, Jerry, tries to work his way back to the middle, but no room. 2nd down and 8.
Natick is the rarity in high school football, Alan. Only 3 of their team plays both ways.
Ross in motion, handoff. This is going to be Bigby on the inside handoff. Kenan Bigby is going to be close to a 1st down as
we have to get Bigby and King banging each other, Alan, swapping them off.
Well, Dre, we've seen this before. Brookline just keeps plodding and plodding and plodding. Then you'll get a big play run. This time, an inside handoff to Bigby coming from the wing. There's the handoff there. And Kenan is able to work his way up close to midfield. 3rd down and a short 2.
The defense has kept them in the game so the offense can plug away like they have been, Alan.
3rd and 2 for Brookline. Nelson, handoff. Shawnee King hit behind the line of scrimmage and thrown for a loss. Big defensive play that time. As you had Chris Robinson, the linebacker, came up for the stop along with Becker. Brookline now will be facing a 4th down and 3. Loss of a yard in the play. Fourth and 2. And we'll send Chris Kirapakin back to kick. Bob Cleach again will receive. This time Kirapakin is kicking with the win. Kick by Kirapakin. Cleach will field it about the 10. Just by 1, about the 20-yard line. Bob Cleach, good return to about the 23-yard line, and that's where Natick's offense will take over.
He got away from Andrew Gamir, but he was tackled by Jeremy Ross
and Jason Pennick.
You'll see him get away from Gamir. Cleach will get away from Gamir here. Turns it outside, missed tackle there, and then they hold him up and get him at the
23-yard line. That's when Natick has the ball and the lead. We're here in the second corner at Parsons Field. Alan Platt and Jerry Walsh, our final cable cast of Brookline football for 1990. Pitch to Cleach. He'll be hemmed up at the sideline, maybe a gain of a yard before he's taken out of bounds.
It's our final cable cast of the season. However, the Newton North game will be shown as we will be getting some help from Newton. However, our high school sports will continue with coverage of Brookline High School hockey and Brookline High School basketball. Alan Platt and myself will be doing the basketball right here on Cablevision 23.
Gain of a yard by Cleach. 2nd down and 9 for the Natick offense. Handoff. This is going to be Becker again. Give him maybe a yard.
Mike Kelleher.
Brookline defense really picked things up after that first drive by Natick.
Mike Kelleher, the bottom of that pile.
Watch the replay. Becker on the same play has gotten good yardage early in the game. This time, trying to go off left tackle. Hit right there. You see Kelleher along with Smith.
Alan, we know how difficult Brookline has been to beat at home. And their home record is excellent, and they are not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination.
Back to pass goes to Lonnie, rolling right, looking downfield. Now he wants to run. He's going to be smacked
Excellent
down.
job by the Brookline defensive back.
Fenton along with Kenan Bigby and Kelleher again.
But the Brookline defensive backs had the Natick receivers well covered, and Galani had us, you'll see he had to put it away and try to run for the ball.
Well, it appears Galani thinks he has some room right here as he slides up. Gets hit by Kelleher, then Bigby. There's the punt.
And there's a flag on the play. They never touched him. I don't know what the flag could be. Another flag, 2 of them. They never touched the kicker.
We'll see as we have two officials. Okay, we have an illegal substitution on Brookline. That still should only be a 5-yard penalty, though. Okay. Okay, illegal substitution, illegal player on the field for Brookline. It'll still be fourth down, but it'll now be a 4th down and 3. Andrew Gamir did a good job getting that fair catch as he was surrounded by about 4 of the Natick players. So Natick wants a chance to kick again. See if they can pin the Brookline offense a little deeper. 4:53 to go before halftime. Natick leads 7-0. Very well played game, especially on defense.
Kicking into the wind.
Takes the snap. And this is a shorter kick, actually.
Brookline has to be careful it doesn't touch one of their players.
Oh, so Natick actually
lost on that.
They lost about 15 yards on that because the first kick was caught by Gamir down about the 40. This one is in Natick territory. Like you said, Jerry, against the wind. That's the key to the whole thing. The wind, a Brookline home field gust of wind. Huh?
But they got to be very careful if that ball bounces backwards and hits one of their players, Alan. We saw what happened when Natick fumbled a punt before.
That turns out to be a 13-yard punt, Jerry.
Not too good for your average, Alan. 1st and 10.
Brookline in Natick territory. Handoff. Bigby trying to sideline. Cuts back in. Kenan hit and dropped after a gain of 4. I tell you, it appears they're getting closer and closer to breaking one.
Matt Fioretti and Chris Robinson and number 55, Chris Hubbard, in on that tackle.
This is the same play we've seen Bigby break for touchdowns all year long. The gap isn't quite there as Hubbard has put an excellent game.
I'm looking for Jeremy Ross to line up in that slot one of these times, Alan.
Okay, we have Ross and, that's right, there's Ross and Bigby on the wings. King the fullback. 2nd down and 7. Gain of 3 that time by Bigby. Here comes Ross in motion. Jeremy gets the handoff. Down the sideline, Jeremy Ross. Let's see where he's marked out of bounds. He'll be very close to a Brookline 1st down.
Well, that was a reverse. He did line up in that slot, as we were saying, but he came back to this side of the field.
That is a Brookline 1st down.
Took the handoff and went for the 1st down. What I meant by him lining up in that slot, Alan,
Fred didn't have
that pass.
We have a special line to Fred Dennen from Jerry's mic. That was the play.
Well, I called Jelani sneaking in.
Okay, 1st and 10. Brookline is now at the Natick 33-yard line.
The Brookline is very important for them to get that running game going. They don't have to put the ball up. They have a potent enough running attack to control this game.
In motion goes Ross. Handoff to Ross. Going to be hemmed in, trying to get to the sideline. Jeremy avoids one tackle. He'll be thrown for a loss of about 2 yards.
Well, Len Davis could not hit his block. He tried to take his block, but 2 of the people from Natick just kept pushing Len Davis. They ended up pushing him right into the running back.
Okay, loss on the play. Actually, loss of about 4 yards.
You'll see what I mean about Len Davis being pushed into the running back here as he goes by. Right there, as he pushed into him and he couldn't turn wide.
And the cornerback came up to make the stop. Good pursuit by the Natick defense. Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. Nelson back to pass, avoids one tackler, passes over the middle. Johnny King!
Excellent play by Stephen Nelson. He was in the grasp of 2 players. He got the ball to Shiny King, and I believe they picked up a 1st down. However, number 84 for Natick, Peter Popoulos, is injured on the field.
Watch the replay. You'll see Nelson use his strength to get away from the sack. Get the ball to King. He makes a nice catch.
Thank God this isn't the pro.
So Brookline on offense now facing a 3rd down and 2. Very important play as they're driving. We have a little more than 2 minutes to go before halftime. Natick still leads 7-0 as on their initial drive after a Brookline fumble, Galani, the quarterback, was able to sneak in for a yard on the 4th down play to give Natick, a 7-0 lead, is held up until now. Brookline is still trying to get their first score.
2 shots for this first down, Alan.
Nelson, handoff. Shiny King breaks inside. Has the first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And that time, the key to the whole play, Terry, he hit the hole as soon as it was open.
That's right. Key play. Shiny King comes up with it as Shiny King has come up big all year. Senior running back does a great job.
We'll watch it. Now, King has been stopped a couple of times. There's the linebackers trying to show the blitz. King, excellent block on the side there. The left side of the Brookline offense gave King the room to get that first down. Handoff, Shawnee King trying the right side this time, still driving. Shawnee King's inside the 10-yard line.
Great run. Shawnee King had a Natick defender grabbing him by the legs, kept him going, give him a ride, number 55.
Let's watch King. He went to the left last time. This time he goes to the right. Good block there by Len Davis.
Chris Hubbard got him by the waist, but Shawnee just took him for a ride.
A little more than 9 yards, which is good for Brookline because now they can use this play to get a first and goal as they're inside the 10, second down and 1. They have 2 chances to get a first down. Actually 3. In motion is Bigby. Handoff to Kenan Bigby trying the left side to the sideline. Bigby has the first down at the 7-yard line. A knockdown on the play, number 33.
Mike
Adams again. But Brookline will have a first and goal.
They're going to measure, I think, Alan. They're looking at it.
I think the sun is giving him a problem. He definitely had it because they had to get to the 8 for the first down.
Yeah, it looks like a near face mask here, as you'll see in coming up. It looks like they got him coming up here. This guy gets him right around the face mask.
Adams.
Close.
Put him down by the neck. First and goal for Brookline. Ball's at the Natick 7-yard line. Nelson. Shawnee King dives inside the 5 down to the 3.
Quick header by Shawnee King as soon as the hole opened up.
Okay, Brookline wants a timeout on offense as we...
Maybe we can get a camera shot of that clock and tell us exactly what time it is. Alan and I can't see it.
There's Fred Denon, the head coach. Called the timeout. Watch this replay. Shawnee King, the workhorse all year at fullback. Gets hit, still dives for another extra yard. That's it. Okay.
1:11 left on the clock.
There's the Brookline offense huddled up. They have a second down and goal. The ball is going to be marked at about the 4-yard line. Brookline trying to tie this game up before halftime, trailing 7-0. Highly spirited game both ways, and usually when you have a lot of emotion, defense can dominate. And that's what we've seen so far in the first half.
But this is what this game should be. It should be a close game. They're both battling for the Brookline wins, they clinch the title. Natick wins, they have a shot at it. With Brookline playing Newton North on Thanksgiving Day. Here's a booster club, Brookline Booster Club. We need your help. The Brookline Booster Club provides jackets and awards at the awards banquets for our student athletes. Call 730-2647. $25 will give you a family membership, $10 an individual membership, with the family membership entitling you to admission to all the winter games, basketball games.
Second down and goal from the 4. In motion goes Bigby. Shawnee King is hit, and he's going to be driven back as Natick waited for that play. King has carried 3 of the last 4 times, and now Brookline again wants a timeout as a very key third down play comes up.
Third and goal.
One of the things to watch for on the Brookline offense now, the ball is at the left hash mark, which gives Brookline the right side of the field as the wide side. Nelson, of course, a right-handed thrower.
Can roll that way.
If they decide to throw, can roll that way. Also, you have Bigby and Jeremy Ross with that speed. If they decide to run, can go to the right side. So Natick, I'm sure, on defense is going to be looking at that. As Brookline now is a third and goal. The ball is close to the 3-yard line. Good drive by the Brookline offense. Mostly running a key pass from Nelson to King. Kept it alive. Good shot of the crowd, as Jerry was mentioning. Wonderful holiday crowd here at Parsons Field for the Brookline High School Indians' final home game of the year. They'll wrap up their season on Thanksgiving Day at Newton North.
Excellent job by Coach Fred Denon and his staff this entire year, Alan. Coming on late in the season, not being hired until mid-August, putting together a staff that has produced a fine football
And
team.
also putting in a really new system. This Fred Dennen in the middle of your screen with the blue Brookline jacket and the hooded sweatshirt. 3rd and goal. Ball's at the 3-yard line. King, fullback. Bigby and Ross in the wings. There goes Bigby in motion. Handoff. Shawnee King trying to cut back inside. King drives. He'll be short. Stopped at about the 2-yard line. Clock still running down to 50 seconds to go before halftime. Fred Dennen's trying to decide what to do. The clock's still running down to 40 seconds. There's ticker. Other scores. Milton beat Framingham South 12-0. Needham a winner over Newton North 14-7.
Timeout Brookline.
These are all scores from the weekend. And now Framingham North a winner over Braintree 33-14. Okay, back to our action here. Brookline has taken a timeout with 30 seconds to go before halftime. 4th down. The ball is actually between the 2 and the 1-yard line. Fred Dennen has his entire offense. You see him huddle around him. Watch the replay again. We've seen Shawnee King with this leg drive all year. Good defense again by Natick as they were able to get him at the 3. King couldn't get any farther than the 2-yard line. Becker in there, along with Dennis Sullivan, Mike Adams. There's the Brookline offensive huddle again. As they're trying to decide what they're going to go for here. 30 seconds to go before halftime.
Brookline
4th and
fans.
goal. The fans want them to go for it, and they're going to go for it.
Of course they're going for it. The fans are up trying to cheer their boys on.
Brookline on the Natick 2-yard line.
Big play for the Indians here.
Okay, can Brookline score before halftime?
30 seconds left, Alan, is it?
30 seconds. 4th down. Goal to go. Ball is at the Newton North 2-yard line. I'm sorry, the Natick 2-yard line.
It starts with an N.
Nelson on the keeper is going to be stopped. He gained a yard, but he stopped short of the goal line. Natick takes over. Excellent goal line stand by the Natick defense. Becker was in there.
On their own 1-yard line.
And underneath him for some help was Mike Barry, one of the other senior co-captains.
Just how close did he get? Well, we get another half of football. Natick's not going to score now down here. They got to go a long way. You'll see the replay. You'll see Nelson try to go up the middle.
He never really got the kind of push he needs. We've seen him use this play a couple of times early in the year.
You know, he used to play early in the year when there was no one across from the center, but this time there was a player across from the center, and they ended
at
up
the
stopping him.
1-yard line. Natick comes out. Galani, a quarterback keeper, he'll be stopped at about the 3-yard line.
Ball carried by Giovanni for a gain of about a yard.
Timeout Brookline.
Timeout Brookline with 17 seconds to go before halftime. Brookline just wants to make Natick snap the ball again with the possibility of a turnover. 7-0. Natick still leads as that goal line stand has preserved that lead. Like you mentioned, Jim, we saw that Stephen Nelson, quarterback keeper, a number of times in other games, and usually it was taking advantage of a defensive alignment. That time, Natick pretty much had the middle stacked up. Although it could have been a surprise because we have not seen, or Natick has not seen, Nelson try to carry the ball from the middle.
That's right. Alan, it could be a very interesting second half.
Oh, it definitely will be. The defense, like I said, has dominated this first half here. The lone touchdown of the first half came after a Brookline turnover in their own territory. 2nd down and 9 for Natick, as I'm sure we'll just see them try to put a knee down. Let's get out of here. There we go. As Galani just puts his knee down, puts the ball in play, and that'll be the end of the first half, as Brookline has no more timeouts. So the clock will wind down. We're under 10 seconds. There's Galani and the Natick team going off at halftime. And that is the end of the first half of play here at Parsons Field in Brookline. A very well, highly spirited game, dominated by defense. Alan Platt and Jerry Walsh, here's your score. Natick 7, Brookline nothing. We'll return with some interviews as both Jerry and myself had a chance to talk to the two head coaches and also some other halftime activities after this break. I'm here with Coach Fred Denton of the Brookline High School Indians. And Coach, your last home game of the season, little win today, and that very well may be a factor. Natick all year has been a good passing team. Will the wind affect them, do you think?
Wind always affects the passing game. It's the worst thing can happen to a passing team. However, we don't throw the ball very much, but we throw it strategically, and it could hurt us also as far as the passing. If they start ganging up at the line of scrimmage, we've got to throw the football, so it can hurt us equally as well.
You mentioned adjustments and ganging up the line of scrimmage. You've been known as a running team all year. You've had a lot of success with Kenan Bigby. Do you think that you can anticipate Natick trying to really plug some holes and make you try to pass the ball?
Oh, definitely. That's how I defense us. We are a real fine running team, and that's the number one thing you want to stop. So you commit a lot of people to doing that.
Okay, a win today for your team can wrap up first place in your division. Is that an important factor for you in the team?
Oh, very important. This is one of the biggest games Brookline's been involved in a long time, and it's very important. It means a lot to us. We can win our division, as you say, plus we can improve our record, have a very fine record, so it's a very big game for us.
Okay, finally, Natick historically has a good football program. Have you had a chance to see that team or any scouts at all?
I've scouted them several times myself. There's no question that they've got a very good program. They've got very good organization. They got a lot of kids out. They're very well coached. It's a class program, and it would be a real feather in our cap to beat them today.
You always tell me every game you're going to stay with what you always have to win. Same thing today?
Exactly. No change.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, now Jerry Walsh, the coach from Natick High School.
We're here with Natick head coach Tom Lamb. Tom, what do you think you have to do to take care of the Brookline Indians today?
Well, first of all, we've got to handle their running backs. I mean, they're outstanding. The quarterback has done a nice job. You know, he can put the ball down the field deep, and their wideouts can catch the ball. So they've got a potent offense. We've got to be able somehow to stop that offense, at least hold it under 30 points. Then the other side of the coin is we've got to move the ball, and we're missing some offensive personnel. We've had trouble moving the ball in the second half of the season. There's no doubt about it. So we've got to play a complete football game.
Your team needs this win to catch Brookline in the division race. Do your players know this, and what is the feeling among your players?
Well, we're excited. I mean, we had a very fine first half of the season. We've stumbled here in the second half. Now's our chance to have a big game here and get something done and accomplish something. So this is a big one for our seniors and for our whole team.
The Brookline defense has bent all year, but never really broken. How do you plan to attack them today?
Well, they're big, strong kids with excellent speed on this turf especially. We really have to go right at them. We've lost a few of our skilled kids, and that's hurt us from making plays that we made early in the year. But we've got to go right at them, we think, especially with the weather conditions the way they are, and see if we can control the ball a little. That's one of the things to keep the ball away from that offense of theirs that we've got to do.
Do you think the wind will affect your game today, Coach?
Well, I think it'll affect everybody's game. The question is it's a little unpredictable, so it's going to be harder, more of a guess on both of our parts, and a little luck, too, because you take some guesses with the wind, and then it changes on you, and you've got a problem. So there's going to be a little luck today along with skill in handling the wind.
Thanks, Coach Tom Lamb. Good luck in today's game.
Period.
Well, as Brookline showed, they have the ability to move the ball now. We'll see what happens as we're underway here.
Okay, the kick this time is in the air. This is going to be Jeremy Ross. Picks it up at about the 15-yard line. Jeremy gets to the 20 and is hit. Dropped at about the 23-yard line. That's what Brookline's offense will start off this second half. 7-0. Natick leads.
As Alan has said earlier, this is our last cable cast of football as we see the replay of the kickoff here.
This is the first time Natick got it into the air, as the first two were just scooped on the ground. This is Ross trying to make some running room, but a good tackle there. It's coming up for Natick, Jeff Gillis. First and 10, Brookline at their own 23-yard line. And a mix-up on the snap count as flags are all over. We're going to have a procedure penalty against Brookline as we had the backfield had not finished their shifting when the snap came up. So that'll cost them 5 yards, making it first and 15.
As we said, this is our last cable cast of football. However, our winter sports schedule will swing into action shortly after the winter season start with basketball from Brookline High School gym with Alan Platt and Jerry Walsh. And the hockey season will kick off at the same time from Boston University, home of the Terriers, is where home hockey games will be on an exchange little program with the BU Athletic Department that's worked out well.
First and 15. Handoff, Jeremy Ross trying to turn the corner. Jeremy cuts back inside and gets maybe 3 yards.
Kept using the short side of the field, Alan.
Well, it's surprisingly, Jerry, that using the wingbacks in the handoff, they've had some success. You recall all the way back to the Walpole game. Big touchdown run by Kenan Bigby. When our first game of the year was definitely to the short side of the field. Right before halftime, they caught Walpole in the kind of defense they like. I think Fred Denon does something with his team with their formations. Here's the Indians' offensive line averaging 6 feet and 200 pounds. Matt Golden being the largest at 6'2", 228. Second down and 13, 2-yard gain at time by Jeremy Ross. Shifting again. Handoff, Shawnee King. Little running room. Give King a gain of about 4. As the wind is really picking up now. Now we have everything taped down.
Yeah.
It's Fred Denon.
You get everything taped down but me, Alan, and you might have to grab one of my ankles at any moment.
As you see the wind rustling through the trees.
Rustling through our cameraman, as you saw the picture shaking up there.
Clock running, 9:15 to go, third period, just underway here. 7-0, Natick still leads Brookline. Bay State matchup. Third down and 9 after that 4-yard gain by Shawnee King. This is going to be the inside handoff to Kenan Bigby. Bigby's to the sideline. Kenan's to the 40, 30, 50, and he's an ankle tackle by Natick. That's the play. And I'll tell you, it's interesting, Jerry, because Dave Goldman, the play-by-play announcer for Natick, said the inside handoff reverse is the one play that Brookline runs well that Natick has had a tough time defending against.
35, Jason Becker saves a touchdown. You'll see Jason Becker as he gets a hand up.
It's an inside reverse. Watch to Ross, back to Big. We've seen it all year. This time Kenan gets outside, has the first time all day.
Watch him dive, gets the ankle on him.
That's the first time all day Kenan's had a chance to use that speed.
Yeah, and we needed it.
First down for Brookline at midfield. Handoff, Ross is going to be crunched in the backfield. Excellent play on the blitz. Chris Polito as a missed block by, I believe it was the wide receiver for Brookline that time, allowed Polito to come in untouched.
Big loss for Brookline. Lost about 8 yards on that play, Alan.
Loss. Watch it again. Polito, number 44, the linebacker, just comes across the line untouched.
Sure was untouched.
But he did touch Jeremy Ross.
He more than touched him.
Call a 7-yard loss. Second down and 17. I'm sure we'll see that inside reverse again. It's pretty risky because you have 3 people handling the ball. And now Brookline's going to be called for delay of game.
Supposed to be going forward, fellas.
So other than that big run by Bigby, a tough start for Brookline. Now will be a second down and 22. As they're at their own 38, they have to get to the Natick 40 for a first down. Second down and 22 for the Brookline offense.
Stanley Jordan, center, over the ball.
And we're going to have a motion penalty as Andrew Gamere, the receiver on the left side, moved. That's going to be a procedure penalty. It'll now be second down and 27.
All this is doing, Alan, is helping Natick out.
Well, I'll tell you, there is one change that we're seeing. We have not seen that double shift much at all this year. A couple of times here and there, but we're seeing that a lot today. Fred Dennis put that in for this game, and it does appear to be affecting the players up front.
Well, you know, to throw the ball, Howland, here would be crazy.
The wind is just too much. Natick showing blitz again. There's your shift. This is going to be, now it's going to be a pass. Nelson looking deep downfield for Gamere. That's going to be, the wind grabbed that one, Jerry.
Boy, that was a wounded duck if I ever saw one.
Well, the wind grabbed that one, and Andrew Gamere trying to come back. Just couldn't get to Gamere. Looks like he has his left elbow shaking up. You watch as Nelson makes a nice inside fake and has a little bit of time to get downfield. There's Gamere going off the field, holding his left elbow. Gamere's playing well as a defensive back and a wide receiver.
Luan Curry replacing Jeremy Ross in the backfield.
Watch Nelson throw this up. The wind just grabs it as soon as it's in the air and kicks it right down. Third down and 27. Curry in, playing wingback, replacing Jeremy Ross. Hand off to Curry, trying to get the outside. Luan Curry, good gain for Brookline, give him about 8 yards.
Long gone Luan, picked up about 8 yards on that.
Well, it's a good play because you can't throw the ball and you just want to get some speed. In this case, Curry, who Natick has not seen yet.
That's right.
Try to get him to the outside.
Fourth down, and
it's going to be fourth down, this 15. Sorry, fourth down and 20.
Fenton and Golden out. Gamere and Curry in.
Ball is at the Brookline 40-yard line.
6:14 left, third quarter.
Snap back to Kirkpatrick. This is blocked. The punt is blocked by Natick. As coming in with number 44, again, second good play by Chris Polito.
Well, the ball was a low snap. Chris had to pick it off the ground.
Jerry, I think the wind actually affected the snap that time.
Chris had to pick it off the ground, let it go.
Big break for Natick as they forced the break by taking advantage of a bad snap or a low snap.
The whole key to that was the bad penalties the Brookline took.
Oh, sure.
I mean, they had a first down in their at midfield.
Okay, the ball's at the 42-yard line of Brookline, and this, now we're seeing why Coach Lamb decided to kick off. Is Cleese trying to get to the outside. He's going to be hit by Gamere, Bigby, and Piranhas. He's thrown down for a loss of 4 yards.
Good play by the Brookline defense.
Well, I think what we're seeing, both defenses now are just not worrying about the pass either way. Even though Natick has the win now, you'll see Cleese now tries to get to the outside.
Brookline's defense won't allow him to get outside.
Gamere first.
Grabs him.
Bigby, then Piranhas finishes them off. Loss of 3.
We will be giving out a Cablevision Defensive Player of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year awards at the end of this game.
Ball's back at the 43-yard line now. Handoff. It's going to be Frazier.
Somebody grabbed him from behind now, and the rest of the team was able to pull on there. Steve Gonzalez in on it.
Gonzalez got it. Good defense. Just give him a yard. Third down and 11. We talked about defense. Let's watch it again here. And Becker's got some good yards in the first half. This time he's grabbed. That was Bigby got him first. Then Gonzalez.
Alan, we've seen how this defense has improved over the year. At the beginning of the year, those were long gainers up the middle, but Brookline's defense has come along real strong.
Okay, now Natick goes to the I formation this time. Third down and 11. Galani back to pass. Looking downfield. Throw. That's going to be incomplete. Over the outstretched hands of his intended receiver that time. That was Mark Mortarelli, who did have enough for the first down had he been able to pull it in. Good pass by Galani. On the replay, you'll see from the I formation, Galani, the straight drop back, has a nice little pocket there. Gets the ball just a little too high as Mortarelli could not pull it in. So 4th down and 11 for Natick. Back to receive for Brookline, and a bad snap, but a good kick.
Excellent kick by number 42, the punter, Mark Fioretti. The ball was down on the ground. He picked it up.
Bounced back to him.
Bounced back to him, right. And he was able to get a nice kickoff, and Brookline has the ball on their own 15-yard line.
Again, good play by Andrew Kenan, not let that bounce, as he had the Natick coverage team bearing down on him. Here comes Steven Nelson with his offense. 4:23 to go. 3rd period, same score, 7-0. First 3 minutes of the game, the first touchdown was scored. The only touchdown was scored as Stephen Galani for Natick went over on a 1-yard plunge on a 4th down play. Double shift for Brookline. This handoff is Shawnee King. King gets up to the 19-yard line. That's going to be a quick 4-yard gain for the fullback.
Shawnee was stopped at the line of scrimmage. However, he kept driving and slid off to his left a little bit, Alan, and picked up the additional yardage. Beautiful sun-drenched Parsons Field on Veterans Day here in Brookline. Very, very windy. The lone score came off a Brookline fumble, Alan.
That's right. And
turnover at midfield.
Fumble was actually forced by Natick because Kenan Bigby, trying to get to the sideline, was hit by 3 Natick players, and one of the players simply missed the ball. This is going to be Jeremy Ross trying to get outside. Ross, the 20, hit and knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2.
Natick's defense really strings their defense out well. And
I'll tell you, they react very well. And the one thing that we've seen that's really stopped Brookline from making long gainers is the ability for the Natick team to get to the sideline before the Brookline offense does. And
that's right.
They've actually done this better than anyone we've seen so far.
Right.
Even in the Walpole game, where Walpole won the game, Walpole was not able to get to the sideline with speed on defense like Natick has. 3rd down and 3. Nelson, handoff, Shawnee King driving. See where they mark him. He'll be close as he has to get to the 24. I don't think he got quite there. 1st down to the 24-yard line. This will be close enough to measure. But from
it's going to
here,
be real close. I don't think he made it.
From here, it appears he may be short. Every yard today for all runners on both sides has been very, very tough. And we're not seeing much single tackling either. We're seeing 2 and 3 players in on each stop.
But they spread it out real well, Alan. They don't allow the Brookline running backs to turn the corner on them.
Stretch the chains on this one. Oh, 4th and inches. That's going to be about, let's call it 2 inches, Jerry.
Now, what do you do here?
Well, you got 3:20 to go before the end of the 3rd period. You're a running team all year. It's 4th and about 2 inches. As you see the officials mark putting it down. There's the Natick sideline. I think we're going to go for it.
I don't see.
It's just too.
Well, Chris Kuropatkin's on the sideline.
4th down, and it's not. It isn't much more than 2 or 3.
Big play for the Brookline Indians there. Their fans are up. Some of them are up anyway.
The ones that can get up. It's cold.
There they go. The fans are starting to get into it now, stalling their teammates here to pick up that inches for the 1st down.
I think we may see Nelson on this one.
I've missed putts this long, though.
You see Nelson try, I believe, over the left side. He has some room. Johnny King.
I think he made it.
Okay, on his initial, he has the 1st down.
They got the 1st down. Where they're marking it, where the officials are marking it.
He was stacked up, but he got an initial push. Let's see, Chris Robinson, number 38, came in to really make the stick. You see King.
1st down.
Very little room, but King motion did give him the 1st down.
I'm a little surprised that they handed off. I thought Steven might take it up the middle.
Looking at the formation, there was a slight gap there to the Nelson's right. where we've seen him this year just take the snap and dive over for a yard or so. But King got the first down. Keeping that drive going. 1st and 10. Ball is now at the 25-yard line of Brookline. Clock running, 2:50. This is actually in Brookline's favor because the more this clock runs, the 4th quarter, Brookline will have the wind at their backs.
Mike Kelleher jumped off before the backs were set. Again, that double shift
Well,
down.
again, we've just not seen it that often. The team is used to one shift happening. That's what their office has done all year. But this year, this game rather, they're having 2 backs shift at the same time and then wait for the snap count.
The last time they got the ball, they were at midfield, and penalties like that kept pushing them back. They have to stop that, and they have to stick with the count.
Well, the team is down by a touchdown. They're at home, like you said. A big crowd is trying to get them into the game, and I think it's just seeing some over-anxious play right now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
First and 15. Ball is knocked back down to the 20-yard line. This handoff is going to be Shawnee King. Gets that 5-yard penalty back and gets close to 26. It'll be a 2nd down and about 9.
Tackled by Mike Barry, one of the captains.
Okay, Kuropatkin and Lawan Curry are in the game now. Going to give Bigby a rest. Second down and actually almost 10. 2nd and 10. This is going to be Curry trying to get to the sideline. Curry
picked up a couple. He scooted into that hole pretty quick.
Yeah, give him 3 yards, so it'll be a 3rd down and 7. That penalty really hurts you.
Oh,
Lawan Curry. Whenever we've seen Curry this year, he's always gotten the ball coming from that right wing position. There's the Coach Lamb for Natick. Here's Curry. Getting slammed after a gain of 3 yards.
Boy, the penalty's hurt.
Lawan's only a sophomore, 5'5", 145. We'll see a lot of him next year, I'm sure.
You had that 5 on. It's 3rd and 1.
That's right. 3rd and a little more than 5. So key play again for Brookline to keep this drive going. Less than a minute to go before the end of the 3rd period. Natick showing blitz. Here they come. This is Curry again. Trying to get to the sideline. Lawan just can't get around as he's knocked out of bounds.
Again, the ability of the Natick defense to stay home and spread that offense out.
Okay, the credit goes that time to Mike Adams, 33, Cleach, 89. 44 is Polito. Curry trying to get to the right sideline this time. There's no room there as he gets knocked out of bounds by Adams. And a gain of just a yard, so 4th down and 5.
4 yards to go for 1st down. Back to kick for Brookline is Chris Kuropatkin.
Kuropatkin, clock is stopped on the out-of-bounds play. They'll watch the snap here. Good snap this time. And Kuropatkin gets off a high sailing kick, which is Cleach. Called for a fair catch, then let it go, and Brookline will down the ball at the 49-yard line of Natick. So Natick will have the ball in the wind for the last 28 seconds of this 3rd period. There's some of the Brookline faithful enjoying this defensive struggle here. 1st and 10 for Natick. Back to pass. Kalani looks deep downfield. Overthrown and picked off by Kuropatkin. Chris Kuropatkin is down to the 43-yard line.
A pure athletic move. Alan, he went up in the air. He got the ball. It popped out of his hands. He concentrated enough to pick it up again. You'll see what I mean. The ball popped out of Chris's hands. He controls it again and rambles upfield.
You see Kalani just drops straight back to pass. Has the receiver downfield, but slightly overthrows him. And there's Kuropatkin. And again, that pass play may have been because of the fact that Natick had the wind behind him. You don't want to throw into the wind, but that time it really backfired.
All right, now Brookline has a turnover. Let's see if they can produce the same results off of this turnover as Natick
First thing
did.
they want to do is get this 17 seconds off the clock so they can get the win for the fourth period. Nelson, handoff, inside handoff. Kenan Bigby is going to be hit and stacked up. Number 55, we talked about him all day. That's Chris Hubbard, one of the senior tri-captains for Natick. Filled that hole. Now, that's the same play that Bigby ran off for about 25 yards in the first half.
They filled that hole real quick.
Watch the replay. Nelson, Ross gets first. Now back to Bigby. And there's Hubbard right there.
Time runs out.
Oh, time's out. End of the third quarter here at Parsons Field in Brookline. Same score as Alan Platt and Jerry Walsh will return for our fourth period of action. There's your score. Natick 7, Brookline nothing. Okay, opening play of the fourth period. Second down and 8 for Brookline. Ball's at their own 45-yard line. Nelson back to pass. Looks. Pressured over the middle. That's going to be caught by Jeremy Ross.
Great play by Jeremy Ross. He kind of slipped, but he came back to the ball.
Jerry, the play was made by Nelson. There were 4 defenders for Natick up there covering Jeremy Ross. Watch the replay, and actually Nelson slipped down after he threw the ball. Get hit down. There's Ross, like you said, went down to the ground and makes the catch in Natick territory. The Natick 37-yard line. Brookline has a 1st and 10. Well, you talked about Nelson all year anyway, Jerry, but that was a very impressive throw.
Well, he's a junior. He got limited time last year, but Allen, he's got great hands. He zips the ball when he has to. He lays it in there nice and softly when he has to.
Kenan Bigby is going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, thrown for a loss of a yard, as the Natick defense has now been able to snuff out that inside handoff.
Kuropatkin bringing in a play from Coach Fred Denon.
Watch the replay, and this is Bigby again. We've seen him all year get good yards out of this. Nothing happening right here. Chris Polito.
10 minutes left in the final quarter.
Two-yard loss. Second down and 12. Ball's back to the 39-yard line. Natick showing blitz again. Nelson fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Looking deep for Kuropatkin. He's out there.
Steven Nelson took advantage of a wind that time. Threw the ball up. A great catch by Kuropatkin because he had to turn himself around.
I was going to say that. The thing about it is the wind forced the call on the other side of Chris Kuropatkin. He reversed himself to make the catch.
Wow, great pass, but a great play by Kuropatkin. He turned himself around, as you see. There's the protection, the fake handoff to Bigby. There's the throw. Now watch Kuropatkin turn himself around and goes in untouched for the score.
So the score now is 7-6, and Brookline takes the timeout.
A reminder for our elementary fans, be on the lookout for a ticket to Brookline.
Okay, Brookline is taking a timeout there. There you see the Brookline sideline all huddled around
Sure,
the
they're going to
coaching
take a
staff.
timeout. Are they going for 2 or going for 1?
Well, you got 9:41 to go in the game. You have the wind is not an issue as far as getting the kick up because it's a short extra point kick. But I guess Fred Denon's thinking the defense has played so well. If they can take the lead here, they may be able to hold off the Natick offense.
Natick's defense, Allen, also has played very, very well against the run.
I think I would kick this myself. There you see our Brookline cheerleaders.
Kick it, let your defense get the ball back for you.
Okay, Brookline's going to go for the lead as they're going to try for 2 points here. The ball will be knocked at the 3-yard line. A 2-point conversion try for the Brookline Indians. They trail right now 7-6. After that 39-yard touchdown pass from Steven Nelson.
Big play. This could be the ball game right here.
Kuropatkin. Nelson brings out his offense. This is Bigby going in motion. Pitch to Shawnee King, trying to get to the sideline. King, 2 points.
Bigby. Those two kids have been awesome all year. All right, now Brookline's defense with 9:41 has to hold Natick. They have the lead. Now Natick has the wind against them, and they have to work into it.
That may have actually been one of the factors in trying to decide that series. Watch the replay, and what we said all day, Natick's defense has been able to get to the corners. This time, Bigby is the lead blocker. Watch him. Gets knocked off the linebacker, and Kane can sneak into the corner of the end zone.
Johnny used the old footwork to keep it in there.
So Brookline takes an 8-7 lead. We still have 9:41 to go in the game, so now it's going to be up to the defense.
John Fremont Smith will kick off with the wind at his back. John would love to get one up in the air here, Alan.
You got to call that a very gutsy call by Fred Dennen to go for 2 points.
Alan, a tie doesn't do anybody any good.
Whoa, I'm just saying in terms of 9:41
That's
to
right,
go
it
in
was
the
a
game.
gutsy call. If you miss it, you're down a point. And then you got to rely on your defense to get you the ball back. Now you got to rely on your defense to keep Natick off the
lead
board
for you.
and get that ball back. And I think Brookline's defense is fired up enough.
So I think you're right, Jay. The fact that Natick is facing the wind, the field goal is almost out of the question for them unless they get very close.
That's right.
Okay, John Fremont Smith set the kickoff. Bat to receive will be Bob Cleach, who's the return specialist for the Natick Redmen. And Smith gets it in the air. It's going to come down to about the 20-yard line. One of the linemen for Natick has the ball.
Oh, what a big play!
First tackle by Lawan Curry.
Curry, he blew through a hole that was open. Nobody touched him out, and he had a clear shot at the running got it, number 79 for Natick. Dave Adams. And Luan had a clear shot at Adams and knocked him down. You'll see what I mean if we can see Luan blow through that hole there. Adams right up here. You'll see Luan come into it right there.
As he broke through the waves to make the tackle. So first and 10 for Natick. Balls at their own 29-yard line. They trail for the first time in the game. 8-7. Handoff. This is going to be Becker. Maybe 2 yards in the play as Brookline's interior defense.
Benton, Kelleher, John Fremont Smith, Len Davis, everybody in on that tackle. Len Davis at the bottom of the pile.
2-yard gain, second down and 8.
Outstanding performances by senior Chris Kuropatkin on that great reception.
Delaney has the full house backfield now. Cleach goes in motion. Handoff again. This is going to be Frazier. I'm sorry, Becker, I guess. Jason Becker again.
John Fremont Smith and number 23.
Watch the replay. Becker had a little room this time. He goes off. Right tackle cuts back inside. Gains 5 yards. Third down, a long 3. Brookline trying to stack that middle. Fake handoff. Delaney back to pass. Pressure from Davis. The pass is going to be complete for a first down at the 41-yard line. Good play by Delaney as he had both Greg Perron and Len Davis buried down on him. Took the ball away at the last second and completed the pass to his wide receiver, Matt Ferretti. Actually, running back, Fioretti.
And he was knocked down right after it. Delaney was. Good play by the Natick.
We're seeing good plays by both quarterbacks in the real bad conditions. Watch Delaney. Len Davis comes from the opposite side, bearing down on him. And there comes Perron. Gets it away for the first down. First and 10, 41-yard line. Delaney's going to pass again. Getting chased to the sideline, and Delaney's going to be knocked down after a gain of 3.
7:50 left. Clock winding down.
Big tackle in there by John Fremont Smith. Also, Kuropatkin. Gain of 2 for Delaney. Second down and 8. Ball's now at the Natick 44-yard line. Delaney, handoff. Becker, good hole, and first down for Natick.
Natick offense coming out here fired up.
Tackle Len Davis and Jeremy Ross both got a piece of Becker to knock him off balance, but that last dive gave him enough yards for the first down into Brookline territory at the Brookline 48.
(8-7) Brookline leading, 7-0, just over 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Kalani, Becker again. Knocked down after a gain of 4.
Just power running, Allen.
Gonzalez and Kirapakin for defense for Brookline that time. And you're right, Jay, that's all it is. They have plenty of time, and I'm sure Coach Tom Lamb says you have to win it up front. We cannot afford to throw the ball. And again, Becker, the big back.
Just power right up the middle. Go.
Good tackle that time by Kirapakin. Kalani now keeps the ball. He'll be knocked down for a loss of 2. I tell you, Jay,
that was a straight run, and no idea of putting the ball up there, Allen.
I'm just questioning why that one, because you have Becker, who's really pounding Brookline's middle.
63, Len Davis, you'll see, getting out the bottom of this pile here.
Good reaction by Brookline's defense. It looks like Kalani has some room there, but again, Gonzalez, along with Perrant, 3rd down and 8. Here ready in motion. Kalani back to pass, being chased. Bigby on a blitz, chasing him down. The pass is complete. He's going to be short of a first down. He'll be up about a 4th down and 2.
Good athletic ability shown by Kalani.
Kalani did an excellent job because Kenan Bigby, who came on a safety blitz that time, lost his footing. Watch Bigby, number 32, comes on a safety blitz, but loses his footing. There's Bigby right there, gets back up, chasing Kalani again. And Kalani just flicks it over to Cleach, who gets the pass, 4th down, and actually a long 1. 5:40 to go in the game. 4th and 1. Ball's at the Brookline 40-yard line. Natick has to have a first down to keep this alive. They trail 8-7. Handoff. Becker. Close. It looks like he may have spun in that last second effort. May have given him the first down.
Officials call timeout. First down.
Becker's been a workhorse all day for them. Okay, first down to the Brookline 37. So we now have 5:30 to go in the game. Back to the full house backfield. Police now in motion. Kalani, handoff. This is going to be Becker again.
Picked up 2 yards. Picked up all 3.5 yards.
Becker, the senior fullback, tri-captain, 6 feet, 200 pounds. And obviously, Natick figuring this is the drive. This is going to be the game.
They're under 5 minutes to play.
Becker again, left side, good running room, close to a first down. He's knocked back as he gets inside the 30-yard line. Had to get down to the 27 for the first down.
Well, Natick has needed a long drive here to eat up some clock and hopefully for them to get one in, and they have been doing just that, Allen, eating up the clock with a long sustained ground game.
Well, I'm sure that this actually was probably part of the strategy for Natick kicking off in the 3rd period, because I guess Tom Lamb figured if they got in trouble in the 4th period, he could go to this power running game. Be ready in motion. Handoff. Becker again. Shawnee King slams him down, but he has a first down. They had a 3rd and 1. Give him 3 yards and the first down. Watch the replay as you'll see Becker again, this time trying the left side. There's King from the linebacker spot. And Brookline on defense wants a timeout, as I really think Fred Dennen and his coaching staff are trying to think if they want to take some chances and really either blitz.
Yeah.
You saw Bigby come on a blitz once. You can possibly blitz Shawnee King, Mike Fenton. There are a lot of possibilities. And at this point, with the clock running down, stopped at 3:57 to go in the game, I really think that Fred Dennen wants to at least think about the possibility of shooting some guys through some of those gaps.
Well, as long as they concentrate strictly on the ground game, they can shoot them.
Well, that's the one thing about it. You know, you leave yourself vulnerable for passes over the middle, short passes that can be big plays.
Brookline needs to come up with a big defensive play here. There's a booster club. Brookline Booster Club helps support the athletic programs at Brookline High. They buy jackets for all of the varsity athletes and first-time varsity athletes. They give away awards at the awards banquet. Please help us out. $25 will entitle you to a family membership, admission to all of the Brookline High School basketball games, and a $10 individual membership.
Okay, 1st and 10. Ball's the Brookline 25-yard line. More of Becker. Not much this time, though. Give him maybe a yard.
Picked up 2.
They give him 2 yards in the play. 2nd down and 8.
.335 left, 4th quarter.
Clock winding down. Kalani, handoff. Becker, as good play that time by Gray Perron, who
tripped him up at the line.
Tripped him up. He actually got into the block at Perron, number 37 for Brookline. Watch the replay. Perron came across the line, and like you said, Jerry was able to trip him up as Perron was trying to get off the blocker.
Big play coming up. Third and long.
3rd and 7. Clock winding down. 2:50 to go in the game. 8-7 Brookline leads. Natick on the drive. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball's at the Brookline 24. Cleach in motion. Here comes Galani, looking to get to the outside. Has plenty of running room. Galani is now going to pass the ball complete for Reddy. Looking back to the middle of the field.
Flag on the play.
It appears that Galani was over the line of scrimmage.
An illegal flag.
Oh, that's going to be a big play as Galani was past the line of scrimmage before he threw the ball.
Lost it down also, Alan?
Down and penalty.
Big play.
We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. That was a 3rd down and 7. Stephen Galani appeared to have enough room for the 1st down. Watch the replay. You'll see Galani rolling to his right. He's done this all day. Looks like he's starting to run right here, then pulls up to pass.
Flag was thrown immediately by referee Jimmy Servo.
Scrimmage, because as we saw in the replay, he threw the ball to 21. The line of scrimmage was a 23-yard line, so he was clearly over the line of scrimmage.
Now, is this loss of down? Loss of down. Loss of down. Now it's 4th.
This could be the game here for Natick. It'll be their last chance.
Timeout, Brookline.
Okay, it's a 5-yard penalty.
The key to it is the loss of down. That's the key to it.
We have now a 4th down and close to, well, actually 4th and 11. I'm not sure if they marked that off right. It was a 3rd and 7.
Well, it was close enough to 6, Alan.
Yeah, okay. 4th and 11.
But the key to it was the loss of down.
Oh, definitely, because it's going to be a 4th and long for Natick. That was a well-devised play for the Redmonds, because
just went
it was the Galani, and I'm surprised because it did appear he was just going to try to run for the 1st down. They just scored 8-7. And our ticker from other action, Milton 12-0 over Framingham South. Needham, a winner over Newton North, 14-7. Framingham North, big over Braintree, 33-14. Of course, Newton North will be the Brookline High School holiday finale.
And Walpole and Norwood are in action today.
Okay, we have...
And Wellesley and Dedham also in action today for the entire Bay State League schedule. We will be giving awards, trophies to our Cablevision defensive and offensive players of the year for the Brookline High School Indians directly after the game, so please stay with us.
Okay, 2:30 to go, 4th and 11 for Natick. I formation, Galani, straight back to pass, get some pressure, screen pass. Fioretti, gonna be hit and dropped short of the first down. Brookline will take over.
Good pressure by Len Davis and John Fremont Smith, I believe.
It started with the pressure from Davis, but then the defense, you'll watch the replay. Galani, setting up the screen, there's Fioretti, gets the pass. Now watch the defense here. King misses, but
Michael Kelleher. Key tackle. Key tackle by senior co-captain Mike Kelleher. Grabbed him by the ankles as he went by.
Well, now, Jerry, it's going to be the Brookline offense's running game that has to get a couple of first downs. Natick has their timeouts left.
That's right. And Natick, if they get the ball back, they've proven that they can move it. So it's up to the Brookline offense to pick up a couple of first downs, eat up the 2 minutes and 21 seconds here, and come out with the Carey championship in the Carey division of the Bay State League.
Here's Stephen Nelson, brings his team out. 1st and 10, the ball is at the Brookline 21-yard line.
Great spirit of high school sports right here on Cablevision 23.
This is a handoff. Looks like Shawnee King, not much there, nothing as a matter of fact. And Natick takes a timeout. That play took 8 seconds. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Alan, regardless of the outcome of this game, you have to give a tremendous amount of credit to Fred Denon and his coaching staff. As we said earlier in the game, they came into the season late. He had to hurry up and try to put together a coaching squad. He's done an excellent job using a couple of Brookline alumni, Walter Norton Jr., Peter Mead, and Ralph Calitri coming in to help them out, and they've done an excellent job with this young Brookline team. There's the standings in the Herget division. Walpole leading 4-0, 8-0 overall. Norwood in second place, 6-2 overall. And Dedham 2-1, 6-3 overall. And Milton, Wellesley, and Framingham South. There's Brookline and Natick, as you see, 6-2 overall, 3-0 Brookline, 3-1 Natick. Needham, Framingham North, Newton North, and Braintree rounding out the Carey division. Technically, Needham is in first place right now, depending on the outcome of this contest. 2:13 left. Brookline leading 8-0. 2nd and 8.
Come be handoff to Kenan Bigby. Cuts inside. Cradles the football and gets to the 24-yard line where again Natick calls a timeout. And as we've mentioned a number of times, if Brookline wins this, they'll be the Carey Division champions. Replay again. We've seen the same play by Brookline's offense all year. Simple handoff to Bigby trying to get outside.
Breaks the tackle
in,
there.
Puts both hands on the football.
Oh yeah, you don't want to cough it up here.
We're down to 2:06. Brookline now faces a 3rd down and 8. Ball's at their own 24-yard line.
Need a first down here.
Third and 8. There's your double shift again. Nelson, handoff. Shawnee King still driving over the 25 to about the 27-yard line until he stops short of the first down. And Natick will use another timeout. It went down to 1:56 to go in the game. So Brookline will face a 4th down and 5.
You'll see this replay. It's just Brookline coming right up the middle. They didn't want to put the ball in the air for this first down. Handoff to King. Keeps driving those legs. Working hard as Shawnee King has done all year long.
Okay, key play here because, as we know, Natick was able to get in and block one Brookline punt. I'm sure they'll be coming again this time.
Oh.
Fourth down and actually fourth and four for Brookline.
Chris Kuropatkin will have the wind with him on this kick.
Well, actually, rethink that, Jerry. I'm not sure if they would want to come after, take a chance of a roughing penalty because
That's right.
it's only fourth and four.
Oh, I think they'll set up a return.
Yeah. They have Police, who's a good return specialist. He'll be backing up to about his own 40-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes, 1:56 exactly on the clock. Brookline will put the ball in play with that amount of time left. And their defense will be pressed to hold Natick and keep them off the scoreboard. Excellent defensive battle here this afternoon. Both scores were caused by turnovers. One an interception for Brookline that evolved in a touchdown pass from Nelson and Kuropatkin, and the Galani run at the 1-yard line for the Natick score early in the first quarter.
Fourth down and 4. Snap back to Kuropatkin. Gets off a kick. It's going to be short. Come up to midfield. Will bounce and be covered by Brookline in Natick territory at the Natick 49-yard line. So the Natick Redmen have their season on the line here. They're trailing 8-7. 1:49 to go in the game. First and 10. The ball is at the Brookline 49-yard line.
It's been a great game and a great year, Alan, for us here.
Bill Galani, Stephen Galani brings his team out. I formation this time. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield, deep down the middle. He has the receiver. Oh, through the hands.
The throw
He has the receiver.
25.
Dan Murphy was wide open as Brookline played a very deep zone that time. All the safeties had gone farther back, and Murphy was wide open.
Well, you'll see the ball is thrown behind Murphy here. There's Galani going back. There's the protection. Ball thrown behind him. I think if he had caught that, he might have coughed it up anyway because he got hit right after it.
Second down and 10. Galani again, back to pass. Mike Fenton has it. Pressure on him, and picked off by Andrew Gamere. Gamere down to the 30. Gamere's knocked down to the 26-yard line. Now Brookline will take over at the Natick 26-yard line. The key to the whole play
was the pressure
from Mike Fenton.
Fenton and then Kelleher. They both put pressure on Galani. Threw it up. Andrew Gamere. You'll see the pressure coming here. The two players, Fenton the first one. There's Fenton, 89. Here we go. Here comes Kelleher.
And a short pass was picked off by Andrew Gamere.
1 minute, 34 seconds left. Brookline has the ball. Natick can't have two anymore timeouts, Alan.
They should have one left.
Stephen Nelson to the huddle. Big play by the Brookline defense.
Defense is going to win it. And it has to go back to that two-point conversion, Jerry.
That's right.
Handoff, Shawnee King hit and driven back. No gain on the play as Natick's defense is still playing in this game here. And that's timeout for Natick. Clock down to 1:27. Okay, Natick has one left now.
Natick has one left.
Okay.
Referee Jimmy Serbo. Yeah, that one more play, that takes care of that. You know, Alan, I'd love to see Jeremy Ross line up in that slot right now. You know, when he lines up in the slot,
the one time he called it,
out.
sorry, the one time he called it, Jerry, they were able to get the ball to Ross for first down. That was early in the game.
He just lines up in that slot and sneaks out behind Mike Fenton, who also goes out.
Second down and 9.
Are you listening, Fred?
Well, it seemed like you heard you the first time in the first half. They're our Brookline cheerleaders.
Girls do an excellent job. They're in a competition this week. Those are the Natick cheerleaders. However, both Natick and Brookline High School cheerleaders will be in the Bay State competition this week. And good luck to our Brookline cheerleaders who have done an excellent job cheering on the Brookline squad. Led by Kim Berghaus and Julie Young.
Running play again, and Natick takes his final timeout.
Timeout on the field,
While Natick is taking this timeout, I'll give that.
1:22 to go in the game.
Julie Allen, Allison Bengal, Kimberly Berghaus, Nataki Burke, Dana Cruz, Danielle Dalstad, Marisol Gravel Hernandez, Azisha Johnson, Stephanie McGar, Melinda Rodriguez, Charlene Ronan, Michelle Saggy, Regina Chin, Anelia, Monica Snyder, Christy Sontag, Julie Young, Brenda Zalata, and coached by Paul Nesbitt.
Okay, third down now. The loss in the play of 2 yards, 3rd and 12.
Third down, Brookline.
Handoff, Kenan Bigby down to about the 23-yard line, which will bring up a 4th down. Clock still running. Natick can't stop it now. We may see the inside handoff to Bigby. There's a nice cut there. Some gang tackling as we see Hubbard, Toledo.
Under a minute here, Alan.
We may see Brookline take a penalty here. As the clock's winding down, I'm sure you'll see the Indians take a penalty and then run a 4th down play. Okay, there's a 5-yard delay of game penalty. They ran the clock down to 34 seconds, so now they'll have to run a play.
What a ball game, Alan.
Great game. Dominated, like we said, by defense. Only 15 points between the two teams, 8-7.
As you said earlier, in a game of this magnitude, meaning so much to both teams, that it's the defense who provides the thrills.
Well, as soon as we got here, Jerry, you could tell both teams were, I mean, you always have a lot of emotion before a high school game, but this game, kids were out there. They were like doing extra drills in the warm-ups.
But you got to understand how much this means to the Brookline kids. This is their first football title of any consequence in a long, long time.
Okay, 4th down and 13 after that 5-yard mark-off. Handoff, Bigby trying to get to the sideline. Will cut back in, thrown for a loss. That's good tackle again by Chris Polito. Clock running, though. Clock stops on change of possession, 29 seconds to go. And Brookline defense has to prevent a long strike from Stephen Galani. 29 seconds to go in the game. Chris Kirapak in the free safety, very deep. Andrew Gamir, cornerback, very deep. Shotgun formation for the first time. Galani, pressured by Davis, screen pass. This is Becker, has some running room. Becker gets up to the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. The clock will stop it while they set the yard markers. Galani's a little shaken up deep at the 15-yard line. Now he gets back into it, as the clock will start to run as soon as the yard markers are set. Galani back in the shotgun again. Clock's winding down. Galani to the sideline. Caught by Toledo. No, I'm sorry, Fioretti that time. That's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock with 13 seconds to go in the game.
They're in distance for a long pass here, but I think Brookline will be playing a deep, deep zone, Alan, try to prevent any...
That's why that first play worked. The first screen pass to Becker worked very well. Again, the shotgun. This is actually 2nd down and 4. Galani pressured. The pass is going to be complete. Becker again, still running. He's down to the 37-yard line.
And the clock will run out.
No, it's not.
They'll move it for a 1st down.
It's the 1st down. Clock's going to stop with 5 seconds to go.
Natick's coming right back.
They may have one more play. Snap back to Galani. He has to throw it deep. Down the middle. Knocked away by Chris Kirapak, and that's going to be the ball game.
As the Brookline Indians are the Cary Division champions of the Bay State League. All right.
They used to the Brookline team celebrating as the defense had to win it for them, and in the last 2 series, the defense did come through to win. There's the Brookline High School Indians celebrating as they finished up their home season. Final score again. Brookline 8, Natick 7. As Jerry mentioned earlier, we're going to have some special awards as we're going to award the offensive and defensive outstanding players for the Brookline 1990 football season. As Jerry Walsh heads down to the field, there's your score. Brookline 8, Natick 7. We'll return to wrap this one up and give out the awards after this short break.